example. And by the way, I love YouTube. I watch a lot of podcasts and videos all day, but they're really centered around this one idea of like the watch time and video engagement, right? That's what the entire platform's about. And so when you post videos on YouTube, your content is competing with every other piece of content for watch time. Now, if it's great content, you're going to get a lot of views, but just fundamentally, and this is no shade against YouTube or any platforms that are like that, they're just not incentivized to help you build a community or build a business first and foremost. They're incentivized by watch time, which lets them monetize through ads. And of course, if you can, build an audience, get attention, monetize ads, like it's one fantastic way to build a business and it's been very successful, but you do kind of have to know that you're building on rented land. And so at some point, that audience, if you want to have a long term career, if you want to still be doing stuff in 5 years and 10 years, you have to think about, do you have access to the audience? Do you have the email list? Do they hang out with you in a place other than watching videos with your video next to, tens of other videos all day? And so really that's what building the community is all about, which is how do you take that audience, which loves you on YouTube, but can be fickle, can be ephemeral, can be short term, and you bring that audience over to a platform like Circle so they'll actually stay with you.
That makes absolute sense. And how does the community change the economics of being a creator?
So I really like to think about it in terms of reach versus LTV. So reach is, the size of the audience. And just as people who are in the audience, we're trained to think that more reach equals more success equals better, right? So you follow creators like a Mr. Beast, and of course, everyone's impressed by the success of it all. But really, when you think about it from like a business perspective, reach is just one variable. The simplest way to think about a creator business, I think, is you take the reach and you multiply it by LTV, which is lifetime value. So it's basically how much money does the average person in their audience pay them. And when you think about it that way, it's one variable, right? So if you're building a business on YouTube through ads, again, just you can be fantastically successful at it. But that is like a low LTV way to build a business. And that does incentivize reach versus, let's say, you have your 1,000 true fans. You're not trying to get big or trying to become a Mr. Beast, but let's say those 1,000 true fans will turn up to your events, will join your membership, will buy your cohort based course, and they might spend thousands of dollars, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars doing that.